So tonight, guys, those of you who are watching, we're having to re-roll some characters. We had lost our last game. The stream didn't turn out to where it recorded very well, so we lost like the tail end of our game. At the tail end of the game, the party ended up getting surrounded by a bunch of hobgoblins and ended up killing everyone but the mage who managed to run away and survive again. So he's survived 2 almost TPKs, and so we're going to be rolling up some new characters, and then we'll get back to it again. So that's kind of the catch up because of again, I'm sorry about last week. I don't know what was going on. It was like the either Twitch was having issues or my OBS was, and it just kind of was terribly streaming, and I wasn't paying attention to the stream piece. I was watching our table, and noticed later that it just completely had killed over at the end. So, but hopefully this week is better. I think part of the problem was the camera, which right now is shut off. So hopefully we won't have any problems tonight. I'll try to resolve the camera issue later. Okay, I'm back. If anybody was asking questions, sorry. I was trying to catch everybody up on what happened last week because for whatever reason our stream died about an hour and a half in.
That sucks.
Oh, so they didn't get to watch us?
No, no. Basically, that's what I was explaining just now. Is kind of what went on. So that whenever I put it on YouTube, people are like, "Whoa, well, that ended," and then they watch the next one. It's like, "Oh, that's what happened." Yeah, I don't know what was going on. I wasn't really watching OBS. I was watching our game, and so when I went back and looked, I had a message from one person that was watching. Said, "Hey, the stream there's something's going on. It's weird. It's not, And when I watched the video, it was like it was like it did like a screenshot of one view and just stayed there and never changed. And then it shut off at like an hour and 23 minutes or something, and instead of running the whole, I think 2 hours, 2.5 hours, however long we ran. But I did do some fiddling with the audio, and you may notice that whenever I'm talking or when you guys are talking, the music volume just goes shoo. Although you guys may not notice that because if you're listening through the Sirenscape. But as far as recording, you will never be overbeared by the background music, at least on the stream. So people will be able to hear us. I figured out a way to do some virtual mixers within Voicemeeter and make the audio duck out whenever we're talking.
Okay, I think I'm logged into Fantasy Ground.
Awesome. Alrighty, so what? Let's see. Did Frankie get on? I saw Frankie get on, didn't I? Yeah. So you guys don't need to necessarily wait for somebody else to be finished. I mean, if you want to know what other people are going to roll new characters with, are up with, that's up to you guys. But Rob is going to be out for at least a month. His shift has switched back to the night shift, and then I think in about another month it'll switch back, and so he'll be back. So, and I mentioned this earlier. But if you know somebody, one person that may want to join us, somebody that that you think would get along with everybody here, that may want to join, let me know and we can contact them. Otherwise, I'll try to find one person to maybe come in and fill the spot.
Jason, you think Doug would want to play? Does he have time for this every Saturday?
I think he would definitely want to. I know he's been pretty busy, but I bet you got time for this.
You want to ask him or you want me to?
I can ask him if you want.
Maybe run it by him, see if he's interested. The last time I talked to him, I told him that we were doing this, so he knows about it. But I don't know if he'd want to do it or not.
Yeah, I'm not positive.
Well, if you think he'd want to, and you guys know him and feel comfortable playing with him, then please go ahead and give him an ask, and we can at least try him out for couple of weeks.
I have a question. Does common count against the number of languages known?
For you, yes. Oh well, yes.
Yeah, I counted it as one. Took it as
Yeah.
one of the non-whips.
So if
You
my
get your
language
native
is plus
language.
2, so I get Gnomish plus 2 others. Is that what I get then? With an int of 10?
You get Gnomish as your native language. Absolutely. As far as reading and writing, you need to take a proficiency for it. What you can do with your intelligence additional languages is use those as non-weapon proficiencies. And those can be languages if you want. So I don't remember what we did previously with your guy, so you may already have them accounted for. I don't know. You need to look.
I don't actually. I have nothing under languages.
Okay. I am trying to set up some tokens for Brian right now. So, but if you have any problems figuring that out, let me know.
You gonna tell me any spells that he has in his book?
You get the standard read magic, detect magic. And I will also throw an identify in there, those 3. And then you get to pick give me a D4, no, a D4 plus 2 out in the open. And that's how many you can just pick on your own. That means you'll at least get 3. Hopefully you'll get more now. Here you go, 6. 6 of your choice.
Gotcha. So
Anybody else that's doing a wizard type, you can do the same thing for your first levels. You get those 3 I mentioned straight off, and then D4 plus 2. For you, those of you that are planning to make new characters, Camelus Case is a blade singer, elven blade singer, so kind of a fighter, kind of a wizard.
yeah, we'll see how long he lasts.
I'm gonna make an elf fighter this time.
Straight fighter?
Yep, straight fighter.
Okay.
Forget how to roll 4D and tell to only keep the 3 high.
/ roll 4d6d1. And Brian, I hope your elf guy is blonde because I'm picking tokens and that's the one I'm probably going to set it to.
That's fine.
If I'm not a fighter and I have 18 strength, do I do the percentage thing?
No, you do not.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, you need a space between the roll and the slash. Actually, slash roll, not roll /46.
It's \2, I think.
No, it's the regular slash. It's the one above the question mark.
It just gave me all the slash commands.
So type slash roll, all one word, space 4d6d1. Minus the
Wouldn't have
test
in
part.
front of it.
There you go. And you guys got some scores to beat, man. Fucking Jolliman got 2 18s.
Yeah.
That's good.
And a
Very
9.
good.
But I put the 9 in where I get +1. So I got
He got an 8, but yeah. And if you get really terrible stats, I'm not gonna make you. Hold on a sec. Why is that 46 minus 1? Is that what you actually
Because I
rolled
did it
for?
wrong. It should be D1, not minus.
Yeah. Yeah. But yours. But what he's doing is right. Yeah. What Jason's doing is right.
Hold on one second.
And then if you don't like that group, do like a break, like a bunch of asterisks or something.
Yeah. Please re-roll that. I mean, a 16 is not bad, but I don't know. If you're happy with that, you can keep them. But I am okay with you having at least one 17 or an 18.
Oh, I forgot to put the asterisks.
That's right. Start
It's
over.
after the 12.
Yeah. You guys need all the help you can get.
That's better. 2 14s is good.
Yeah, dude, that's not no double 18s. And then you get that.
That's crap.
Yeah. I remember, I want to say it was Eric Jolliman ended up rolling 4 times just to get acceptable stats. Our first time? Was that
Oh,
you?
yeah.
There was somebody
Yeah,
that
yeah.
had terrible rolls.
I was rolling terrible, yeah. You started off hot. Not finishing very hot.
Dude. All right, hold on. Let me activate my super good dice roller. Now, roll it again. Oh, that's much better.
All right,
See
off to a
there,
good
see,
start.
the super dice roller has been activated. Ooh, look at that. Much better, much better. Evening, Prometheus. How's the stream going tonight? Is it better than it was last week? Come on, man. You gotta roll at least another 17 or another 18. Yeah, it's not bad. Come on though. Come on. That's not bad. I mean, you
Not
got 2
terrible.
decent. You've got
Hey,
two good ones, yeah?
It'll be a few minutes. We had something explode inside the refrigerator, so
No problem.
Back in a
We're still
bit.
doing characters.
All right.
You're good.
Might try one more set.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on last week. In fact, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that we only got about an hour and 23 minutes of recording. I don't know what, and even then, the recording was not accurate. It was like it did a screenshot of one spot and then didn't move. I don't know what was going on, and I didn't realize it until after the game was over. But sucks. But yeah, they all but one died last week at the very end. So we're trying to get some new characters for them guys so that we can get started again tonight. Oh, that was almost an 18. Oh, that's an awesome one.
Oh, womp womp.
Yeah, I think the other one's still better. The set of rolls before this one.
Well, I can still lower the 13 down to 11, and then I can make 17 and 18. I'll use that for my strength.
You're going for a warrior, an elf warrior? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
So one of the things that elves will do is they will give you +1 to dex and -1 to constitution. So that's also something you want to keep in mind.
You intended going with the 18 strength.
Yeah. I mean, 18 strength is good. Don't get me wrong, because it gives you a percentile. But because you're an elf, I would also try to lean heavily on their bonus of the +1 to dex. Because the higher your AC, the higher your dex, the higher your AC, the less chance you're going to get hit.
Yeah, I could put the 15 on dex and then +1 would make it 16.
Yep. What are you planning on putting in con? Although anything above 10 won't be a minus, but con is also a pretty good stat for a fighter.
Probably the 11. Because I'm going to have to take 2 off the 13 to get my 18.
Yeah. Wow, a 4.
A 4?
If I was rolling characters, man, that would have sucked.
Wow.
4. I don't roll very good. I don't know. There's 2 16s in there. That's not bad.
Do you consider studded leather light armor?
I think so. I think druids may be restricted from it because it's got metal, but otherwise, if you're a thief, it'll affect your stuff differently, but I don't recall a specific situation where it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just reading Swashbuckler, and it says if you're wearing light armor, you get an armor class bonus. It mentions no armor, leather armor, or padded armor.
Well, if it says leather, I would consider studded as leather. Isn't there a benefits, a no armor completely benefit too?
No, it's just leather or lighter.
Okay. Yeah, I used to play. I made a swashbuckler back in the day. I haven't done it recently, and I went with I want to say there was some kind of benefit of not having any armor at all, but maybe I'm just misremembering.
That might be with the rogue. This is the fighter kit version.
Okay.
For the percentage for the 8 strength, do I just roll percentile, or is there a special mechanism?
Nope, just percentile, straight up. Cross your fingers for a 100 or 99. Yeah, 20. I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
That's better than 18, I guess. So we need to set. So Mr. Lips is going to be another elf. You guys are all going elves.
I'm a gnome.
You are, but nobody's going human. And is there a reason for that? And if so, can you please tell me why? Yeah, I know you. You're still alive. Yeah, you're still alive. So is there a reason those of you that are re-rolling, what made you choose a non-human? Just out of curiosity.
No one wants to answer.
I almost never play a human unless I'm playing like a druid where you have to be human.
I was
Yeah.
gonna play a dwarf fighter, but then those hobgoblins were beating all the dogs so bad. Let's try to get some
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, I can understand if you're, you know, I was curious if the reason was because their vision in dungeons sucks. That's what I was kind of fishing for. But if that's
Yeah,
not the reason, I understand.
No, that was part of it too. It's like being the only human was kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I was enjoying my human druid until he died. Got ate by a
All right, I've got tokens set up for Arthanol, and the other one is Frank. Frankie is going to be. Have you decided what race you want to be? Oh, so we are having humans. Human. And you're going to be a swashbuckler?
Yes, sir.
I like that kit. I think you're right. I think I did do a thief one, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, it looks like there's some minor differences. For whatever reason, the thief one gets disarmed. I don't see that in the fighter one.
I think the no armor thing was for the thief skills, is what I was mixing up with AC. Dude, I have a bazillion tokens for humans, but like, there's no way to like jump to male. Because if you type in male, male is in female.
Change the name of them to dude
Yeah.
or guy.
If it was on a Unix box, I could certainly do that very easily, but
Non-binary.
yeah, that don't work. I need a dude. It looks like a dude. Are you gonna be like a swashbuckler looking dude with a fedora sort of thing?
Yeah.
Here's one. This'll work.
Obnoxiously large fedora as well.
All right, I'll look for others, but how's that one?
That works.
Okay, I'll see if I can find another. I used to have one. Let me see if I still have the one from. Who was it? I had some for. Oh, there it is. Back up. For Cat. Cat had a character. There it is. That one. I'm sure you like that one better. It looks good.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a portrait that looks like that, but I at least have the token. I'll look for a portrait while you guys are doing the rest.
What the hell is there? Oh, it's just fighter.
Do you have like a standard bunch of kit, or are we supposed to just start grabbing stuff?
Sorry, what was the question? You are super quiet tonight, and I've turned you up. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I don't know why either.
Is your mic not near your mouth?
It's right next to my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, I've turned you up to like 200% now. What was the question?
Are you going to give us equipment or inventory?
Roll your the goal that you get for starting and pick the things you want, and once everybody is ready, we'll start. And there is going to be some flexibility as far as that goes once we get started, so just so you know.
How much does a fighter start with?
It should be, if you go to your class, there should be like a starting funds link that you can go directly to, and it'll tell you.
It's 5d4 times 10 gold pieces. That's a pretty decent roll. AFK a second.
Man, I cannot find that portrait. I know I've got it somewhere. Brian, do you remember Gachito? Gachito? He's not back from the exploding refrigerator incident.
I'm back.
Hmm.
Are you finding prices, Jason? Because I can look stuff up if you need to.
Yeah, I think I'm finding prices.
Bar thief, there it is.
I'm going to go dual wield.
Where my portraits don't show. There. I don't know if you caught it, Prometheus, but it sounds like, I mean, we do have the wizard that survived the last encounter is human, and then Frankie is rolling a swashbuckler human fighter, I think. There we go. So, Rethanol, Camillus, Hammond, and there was somebody else. Corey? Is that Corey is your guy? Not Yori, yeah, Corey. So Werner has 46, 52.
What do I have?
I was just looking at your XP. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the guys that are rolling up characters, new guys, half of the experience from you, what you have. What I normally do is to average level -2, which would put them all at 1, which is kind of meh. But since we're solo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have your XP, and I'm going to give each one of them that amount of experience. It may put some of you guys up a level. Some of you it might not. I'm not going to give it until everybody has finished rolling up their characters. So we're still waiting on Arthanol for his class.
Well, I'm a fighter. I thought I picked it.
I don't see it on your character sheet yet, so you can add it. I will go ahead and do the XP piece.
So on the class and level window, I put fighter there.
No. You don't put your Arthanol is you, right? Arthanol is you?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's Jason, I think.
Okay. You don't type in that. Let me delete that. You don't type it in, you drag and drop the class on your character sheet. That's because all of those, there's a ton of values that are associated with the class, and when you drag and drop it, it'll add it all where it's supposed to be and increase your hit points and do all that other jazz. So that's why it says click to select on the front of your character sheet. If you'll click that, it should list all the classes, and then you can find your fighter and then drag and drop it on there. There you go. All right, let me look at my thing again. 2326, copy. So this will probably push some of you up a level. Some of you not, if you're a wizard. So if you want to go ahead and do your level changes as well while we're doing that, let me know whenever you do add the class, so I can look and see some things. I'm kind of monitoring some of the roles that are done on the back end, and I want to watch that.
So you just gave me a bunch of experience, and it's enough to go up a level.
Right. Yeah, so go ahead and do that.
Click the green button, right?
Yep.
I got 1 hit point.
It can't be right, man. That cannot be right.
I got 10.
Nice.
Alrighty, so looking at the log for Corey Flunderbissen, it says you gained 1 hit point. So that would mean that you had 8, 9. So your base hit points is 9. You have no const. Oh Lord, tell you what, give me a D8, and if you roll better than 1, we'll certainly adjust it. That is just, I don't know why, because I did some tests locally, just run a bunch of characters levels, and not as, I mean, there was a couple of ones, but not nearly as, see, look at that. Now that does not feel right, you know, that you get a 1.
I have to let the dog
All right, so I will fix that. So that means you have 15. There we go.
Gracias.
Yeah, I don't like that. You guys have been having a bad enough time with your rolls as it is. Brian is not back. Our Arenthal, let's check yours. Wow, yeah, nice. Look at that. He legitimately got a 10. That's nice. Yeah, after I made the combat tracker changes, I've had at least decent performance with it. Once we got all the reason that the combat tracker is a little sluggish, or was pretty sluggish, especially if you had a large amount of NPCs, is all the controls that had to draw for each one of them became pretty resource intensive. But now the way it's set up now is that it's a single line for each one of them. It's got buttons that you can either click on it, double click it, or drag and drop it just like you could before. But it's not a fancy button, which I'm not a big fan of, but it's the best I can do to improve the kind of the performance.
How do I memorize more of the same spell?
Up the arrow to where it's more than one.
I get that error.
Let me look at your. Oh, and that may be because. Yeah, because you just reused one guy. So let me look at your stuff. Let's see. Your wisdom grants you 2 additional firsts, and you are 2nd level, so you should have 4 total. I will. All right, let me unmemorize stuff just to clear it out. And so go ahead and try now. You wanted to like memorize. Go ahead and see what happens.
Yeah, it just won't let me. It'll only let me do one.
Why does it do that?
On the preparation screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on preparation, yeah.
This has happened before. And I'm not sure why. Let me... The F. How many did you want?
It's gonna do all 4.
There you go. I don't know, and it could be because we just repurposed your old character sheet. I don't know. It could have been other things were memorized, and I wasn't seeing them. But I cleared them out and then set it to 4. So I think you should be good. Give me a heads up if it happens again.
Cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm. But as far as Unity goes, it performs but much better than it used to. I would like to see it a little better. One of the things I've noticed that if you use the pre-spawn encounter, so like if you have, like if we go to the Caves of Chaos, and I'll bring up the map here in a sec. And maps kind of take a while, especially if they're big ones like this one. Like if I went in and spawned all the monsters for all these locations, the performance is generally good, except for when you delete them. And that's because it's got to go. Whenever you're looking at them in the combat tracker, you're only looking at the ones that you've activated. But when you're deleting them from a list of all of them. So if you have 100 creatures on this map, but you're deleting one of them, it, for whatever reason, Fantasy Grounds is kind of weird about large amounts of data and removing one or something. I don't understand what the problem is. I think John has explained it as there is an issue, or that you have a little object for every single object, and when you manipulate them or delete them or add them, it requires a lot of resources to do that. And so I think that's what's happening, and I can't do anything on that from my end, but I like having the stuff spawned. I don't have them spawned pre-spawned tonight because I don't know where they're going, but we'll see. What was that, bro?
I said, I guess I need to roll my starting gold.
Yes, sir. So does anybody have any questions on their character? Brian, you need to look at your XP as well. I don't think it'll affect you because you're multi-class. But what I did is I gave everybody half of what Werner has. So
Thanks. Oh, it's a big chunk of what I need, though.
Looks like everybody has double-digit hit points now, so that should help a little bit at least.
So if you guys are okay finishing up your things, I want to kind of start a couple other things while you guys are finishing those up. Before I start, I'm going to ask again, does anybody have any questions or things they need to know about before we kind of start moving and getting in the movement direction?
I pretty much picked all the stuff I want gear-wise.
Okay.
So starting gold, just do both the classes and divide by 2.
I know. I think you get whatever the highest one is.
Okay.
Which is going to be fighter for you. You will get your starting spell book for free, so don't worry about that. I know that's a large chunk of money, but so you don't have to pay for that.
Nice.
So let me. We'll change to the town music for Baldur's Gate 2. Let's see how that goes. So, while the rest of you guys are finishing up your characters and whatnot, one of the things I wanted to cover is that Werner returned on his own, took some time to recuperate. Your dwarvish companion, Daylog, is going to take some time to do some training. He has been sorely lacking on his training with his weapons and various other skills, and so he's going to be working with the Keep defense group, and so he's going to be out for a while. But while you guys are, or at least while Werner is trying to figure out what he wants to do, he is approached by Charles, the scribe. And one evening while you are, taking your evening meal at the inn, he approaches you and asks if he can sit down at your table and visit with you for a bit.
Yeah, you can do it for a bit. We're talking about.
He says that he's part of a group. They're called the Lore Keepers, and they're he kind of explains he's kind of semi-retired. He's unable to get out and adventure like he used to back in his younger days. He's probably in his 50s or 60s. And you've noticed that when he gets up, it's kind of not just straight up. Like there's some kind of issue with his legs. He kind of walks with a strange limp. But in any case, and he says that he still has contact with them, and they have asked him, in the past to seek out other um, I want to say groups or adventurers that may be able to help their cause and to provide them with resources so they can do so. And what he's suggesting or offering, he says that I can provide you with a roof over your head and food and buy your supplies, and in the case of adventuring, we can provide specific supplies for that, and also things like additional healing potions and maybe special cases we can provide some magical assistance depending on what you're in need of. For that we're going to need you to abide by some certain rules or our morals. Basically what he's saying is that you can't go around murdering people. You need to be a good, the people that work with you are going to need to be good people. That any information that you find that is information, any magic scrolls or history books or teaching books, or even if it's necromancy, bad things. They want the lore keepers are keepers of information. So whether it's good or bad, they want it, and so they can have, it's the whole sort of those that don't remember the past are doomed to repeat it sort of thing. They want to make sure that they have a good historical reference of things. So what their goal is to find other groups that are willing to provide them with that kind of information, and for that they will support you in what you do.
Well, that's a very attractive offer, Charles. This is a tough time for me. I've just lost my whole group of compatriots. The only one that made it out, so I don't really have a group. But I could use the support. I'm going to try and recruit some more people to go back in and not only find the bodies of the members that I lost, but try and recover them and get a little of our own back. I do have a question for you about, you mentioned, certain morality, not go around killing people. That's essentially what we do, unless you don't count humanoids as people. What's your take on that?
And if you're referring to orcs and goblins and hobgoblins and ogres and giants and that sort of thing, absolutely, they're not. And this is more of how I run a game versus maybe how more modern people the modern game is. Goblins, orcs, kobolds, giants outside of maybe store giants and some cloud and stone are evil. They're born that way. There's no sort of, there may be certain cases, and I will specifically tell you, or I will specifically, imply that this thing is different. Like whenever you guys were the goblin that you guys ran into in his tribe in the Temple of Elemental Evil, that was just a different one-off thing that I wanted to try and see how it worked. But you can assume that he means that every goblin, every ogre, every orc, all those they assume they're evil, and if you kill them, they're not going. That's not what they're looking for. What they're looking for is somebody that's not going to go steal from the king and country or the people that are in charge. They're not going to break the law intentionally unless it's for the good of the people. In certain cases, a bad king is killing off someone for some reason that's not legitimate, that sort of thing.
I can make you that promise, Charles. That's something. I just wanted to know what your position was on what we're doing here in the Borderlands, which is trying to clean out all these evil humanoids. If you were one of those that thought every life is precious, I would argue against you, but we seem to be in alignment here. Ethically, I think.
Okay. So
So
he
So,
Go ahead.
so basically, I'm accepting his offer.
Okay. So he says that the reason he approached you is because you've lost some of your other party members. I mean, Daylog is still alive. He's working with the Keep forces to train, and so he's aware of that. He knows you've lost, and the reason he approached you is because you're still alive.
Right.
And you've got, at least you and Daylog have survived longer than most of the ones that has went to the caves and come back. Most of them don't come back at all, and you guys have, at least you have come back, 3, 4, 5 times now. So, and that was why he approached you. He says if they will, what he'll do is he'll offer to purchase any reasonable amount of supplies for you guys. If you need rope and poles and that sort of thing, he will provide 1 healing potion per person that goes, and they will also give you 1 special vial. And he explains that it is called ambrosia, the vial of liquid, and that it is what you can use if somebody is injured severely, like if they lose an arm or are stabbed through the heart or drink a poison and it kills them, or they touch a poison that kills them. You can use this, but this is very rare. You need to conserve it and save it for whenever you need it. It's not something that we can provide often. So, but healing potions in general are not that hard for us to collect. We just, we can't give you, a whole bunch. So.
Yep. They're quite expensive to buy, so I understand.
Yeah. Something else that I would like to say right now, and this is out of character as far as this goes, I'm going to probably be a little more lenient in, like, if you take healing and herbalism and you want to try to concoct potions, what I will probably do is allow you to do that and have like a certain amount that you can do per, say, week. And we'll see how that goes. But they won't be like the 2d4+2 types. They'll just be like a d8 straight healing potion sort of thing. And it's something that you have to spend a certain amount, maybe a certain amount of time to concoct the healing potions, and you can come up with however you make them. It's just going to be, a wisdom check whether you actually, succeed finding the stuff that you're looking for. And if you don't, you're not going to make a bad potion and kill your party members. You're just going to not be able to make it that week.
Don't drink it.
Here, try this.
Yeah.
While you're cringing,
Yeah.
kind of ducking behind something.
Yeah. So if somebody, you guys want to kind of rework some of your non-weapon proficiencies, like if you want to take herbalism versus something else you've already taken, and I think it's a 2 skill point sort of thing. So. Did you catch that? I think you got that, Lindris, but if not, I can copy and paste that and send it to you. But I think this is straight out of the From the Ashes book. So do you have any other in character, out of character? You guys need to sort out anything? Questions?
Yeah, I've got some goblin ears to sell. I don't have any other questions.
Okay.
I do have.
How many goblin ears do you have?
I have 6.
Okay. That is a whopping 3 gold, and I will put that in the. You can actually put that on your character sheet. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, that's the gold. He takes the ears and he scribbles down in his little notepad. How many you guys provided the day you provided them, or at least you provided them. He says whenever you have rounded up your new group, you can go to the tradesman and he will know that I've given a certain amount of leeway as far as what you guys can purchase or pick up. So you guys can go there, and if you know, I would suggest rope and lanterns and oil and that sort of thing. But you'll be able to pick up what you need there, and the smithy if you need specific weapons or armors, that sort of thing, they will provide. If you need to travel somewhere, we can provide horses, but in the case of the caves, it's so close that we won't be providing them there because more than likely they would just be killed while you were inside. So. And if you would like to hire some torchbearers and maybe some assistants, that's certainly an option. It's going to be limited by the folks you can find, and we won't be able to afford a very expensive pay scale for some of these guys. So.
That was on my mind, having someone to bear the torch or maybe carry goods that we
So whenever you talk about bearing the torch, and he says, well, I have something that I carried whenever we were whenever my group was active decades ago. And it's something that may come in use specifically to you. And if you have elves or dwarves in your party, it won't cause a problem with them. But I tell you, once you get your group together and you have decided that you want to go out to the caves again, contact me again, and I have something that I'm willing to, he says loan, but you're not sure it's loan or give based on what he said, but it's something that he will provide to you to use in this particular situation. So, but he says, as far as the torchbearer situation, it will resolve that for you.
All right. I will, when our conversation is over, I will, go down to where the new people to the keep tend to congregate, which is the inn, and see if I can spot any new people who I might recruit.
Looking for talent.
Looking for talent, yeah.
I will. I'll compose a missive to put up on the bulletin board. Looking for adventure, contact Werner Lautner, mage,
Soul
here at the
survivor.
inn. Multiple times.
Yeah, and Charles does say, he says, feel free to say you are part of the lore keepers, and that may entice certain additional people to your side. So if you want, you can certainly put that in your missive that you put up.
Sounds great.
So those of you that want to come tonight and want to play D&D tonight, what we'll do is have each of you kind of just say your character name, and if you want to go into great detail on your character, you can, but just kind of the class, the race, just kind of give a general idea at least. So we'll start with Hammond. I'm going to call you Hammond because every time I see that name, I think of Hammond from Stargate SG-1. So Hammond.
How is
Frankie.
it pronounced?
Oh, sorry. I was still working on stuff. It's Heyman.
Okay.
Wow, I'm not ready.
Okay. Well, we can. I can let you. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm pretty sure Corey is ready to play. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. So just kind of give a once over. What you guys.
You walk into the inn and you see somebody that looks just like Yori, but his name's Corey.
I have to stand and go, Yori? and you look. I guess you look at me, and I go, wait.
I'm Yori's twin brother, Corey.
Yori never mentioned that twin brother.
He was kind of. He wasn't very smart, and actually, neither am I.
Would you like to get a little revenge on the hobgoblins that killed him?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here.
Excellent. Come join the party.
I'm in.
Alrighty, so next is Camillus.
Camillus Case, fearless elven blade singer. He's out here on the frontier. He's heard there's the goblins, hobgoblins. He's ready to go kill some.
Excellent. I'm recruiting. If you'd like to join this this group.
Absolutely, you could not pick anyone better.
Well, I'm glad to have you on board. A good confident elf like you.
Thank you.
Don't tell them what happened to the last elves.
Exactly.
They're not asking. I'm not telling.
I beg to differ. Varian, the greatest lord that this land has ever seen.
Wow.
We'll see. We'll see.
Are you also an elf?
A human as fuck.
Human. AF.
Heyman.
Heyman AF.
That's right.
Humans are human. Hammond Savaron AF. That's his initial.
Severian.
Severian AF. Okay.
Your token looks like a playing card.
It does. Yes.
I want to deal it out.
Pretty good.
It's the same thing as his token, so that's why I used it. Sorry, it looks like that. And you can't really tell because it's so tiny. I can't see anything in Fantasy Grounds anymore because it's just so tiny.
Looks like a playing jack.
I was thinking Joker.
Let me see. I'll throw it on the map. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys should be able to see the map. I put you guys on the keep map so you can see the tokens for various guys, but there you go. All right. And lastly is Arthanol.
I'm Arthanol. I was going to be a wood elf, but my constitution is 9. So I'm just a regular elf.
You are a high elf then.
I'm a high elf.
Ah, a brother high elf.
Yes.
Well met.
And I heard there was recently some elves that were killed here by hobgoblins. I've come to get revenge.
There were. And this is the place in the group that will do it.
Sure, nobody talks about the gnome that died.
I did.
Nope, there was
I did. I thought you were him, as a matter of fact. How did you get out? Then you weren't.
Awesome. Okay. So, as you guys are, catching, talking about various, ways to approach the caves and eating your meals and drinking your ale, Charles comes. It's been a while. It took you a day to get everybody together and find the folks that you were looking for, and Charles is decided to come check, and he finds you. You guys are all at the table, and so what he does is he approaches and introduces himself to the rest of you. He seems to be talking specifically to Werner most of the time, as he sees him as the group leader for you guys, and he has a package. It looks like it's wrapped, it looks like about the length of, about 2.5 feet long, wrapped up in leather. And he says, this is what, I was going to, I had mentioned previously, that would be of use, to you. And this is a very rare, and he unwraps it as he's speaking. And he says, this is a very rare black flame gem. And he unwraps it, and it looks like a wand that's longer than normal. But on the end of it is a black gem, but it's encased in some sort of glass, like they built a glass thing around the gem, so the gem is inside of it and it's encased in glass. And he says, he gives it to you. And he says, and in this room right now, you know, with all the light, it doesn't really make any difference. But he says that when you use this in darkness, you'll be able to see, and it won't interfere with and he points at the elves and gnomes, and it won't interfere with their vision. But, and he says, and he makes a very specific point to, make sure you are looking at him and listening to him when he says, but if this gem gets wet, it will devour everything in its path. So you cannot get it wet.
Can I feed it after midnight?
No, that doesn't matter. It's you cannot get it wet.
Thank goodness.
Can you define devour everything in its path?
If you're near it, you will die.
Like, does it explode?
I've never been around a black flame gem that has been exposed to water. That's just what I was told. And anyone
that
that
glass?
yes.
And
Okay.
does it actually create light?
You don't know. It's not. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like a gem to you. And in this room, it's not doing anything.
I'm just curious if, like, goblins are going to see us coming down the hall, like they would when we had a torch.
Well, goblins are like you. They see by infravision. So.
I take it this doesn't shine in that particular kind of light, and it uses some other kind of light.
Right. It's something that he does. I mean, he's human, so he doesn't know if it's something they can't see because he's never been an elf, so he doesn't know what they see. And he says, but if you take this into a dark room and you pull it out, and he points to anybody, the humans and himself. He says we can see in a dark space with this. They can't.
Sounds very handy. Happy to have it, to have its use.
He says this is very rare. You need to, be very careful with it, and absolutely do not get it wet.
I hear you, and I will not get it wet.
Okay. And he also has a box. He sets it on the table. In the box are, what is that? 5 potions of healing that I will put in the party sheet. 1 second. I'm seeing. Oh, there we go. There are 5 of them there. There's 1 for each of you. They says that before you depart to go to the caves, you need to make sure that you pick up supplies that you need, anything that you need, visit the blacksmith or the trader.
Seriously?
So this is Charles. He's a member of the Lord Keepers. He is my contact, the Lord Keepers. In exchange for their help, we will supply them with information about the things we find, the beings we encounter, maps, scrolls, books, things like that. They'll have access to. Is that acceptable to all of you?
I like maps. Like, my character has a thing about maps. We'll have to discuss that if we find any maps.
Well, we can let them look at them, but you keep them. Is that acceptable?
That would be perfectly acceptable. Yeah, we make all the copies in the world.
Very well.
Yeah, their intent is, like you said, it's to gather information and have historical, references for various things. So, and the older the better,
Can we get better armor? Like, can I trade this chainmail and get some bandit or some split mail or something?
If the armor is less than, I'll say 150 gold, they will purchase it for you.
Okay.
Armor.
Yeah, I'll take
Now, other things are a little different, but armor specific. No, I take that back. they'll spin up to let's see. 1 second. Let me look at something.
They have my chainmail. I'm just looking to get another AC.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
use a shield?
they will
I do use the shield, yeah.
they will obviously they'll buy a shield for you, even the largest shield that you can carry. But they will pay up to plate mail if you can wear it.
I can wear it. It'd have to be gnomish plate mail.
Yeah.
But I have 18 strength. Well, I think I can wear it.
You're a cleric, right?
Yeah.
Does pillar clerics, are they restricted from armor? I don't think they are. Armor, leather or chain. You can't wear anything but leather or chain.
Okay, never mind.
So, yeah.
But I have a magic shield from one of my previous compatriots that has a light spell on it.
Well, I don't really need the light spell, but
Well, I can dispel that for you.
It's also got a little leather flap that covers the light spell, so you don't need to dispel it, but
It might come in handy, yeah. I mean, let me put that in the party.
is it
item.
really? Is a magic shield? Like
It's
plus
plus
one
one.
shield or something?
+1 shield.
Is that okay with the rest of the party?
I'm fine.
the only one that matters is Werner because everybody else died that was related to that.
Yeah. It's yours for the use.
Thank you.
I have 3 longbows.
I'll turn in the old medium shield unless somebody needs it. You have 3 longbows?
Yeah.
Why do you have 3 longbows?
I don't know. I just changed it back. I just changed it.
Okay.
Just in case.
So yeah, if you make sure that if you need rope or you need 10-foot poles or pythons or mining equipment or whatever it is that you think you will need that's reasonable, you know, if you want oil and torches and lanterns and shovels and anything else, you know, you guys are pretty much allowed to have any basic equipment out of the player's handbook, within reason. So
Did somebody say plate mail?
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take plate mail for sure.
Well, what you need to do is go ahead and remove your old armor and replace it with plate mail.
Nice.
So what is, go ahead.
I was like, how do I put stuff like in my backpack on my inventory?
Just grab it by the little dot thing on the right and put it where you want it.
It's like a shield looking thing. You just drag it over.
No, not that. No, that's not. He's wanting to put it in his backpack, and to do that, you click on the little triple dots on the right, and then move that where you want it to go. So if you want to drop something in your backpack, grab a hold of, say, your flint and steel by that triple little dot, and then move it up to the backpack slot, and then release it, and it'll put it in there.
Perfect.
Instead of having to type all that name stuff and remember to tab instead of not hit return, which everybody else does. So. Did you get your 8 armor sorted? Arthanol? Okay. Let's look at your awesome. Okay. You guys are starting to look like a formidable group. So, any other questions?
I got how to add my efficiencies to my weapon.
From the skills tab?
Yeah. I'll get it.
Okay. I would like to kind of fish around and figure out where you guys are planning to go. So during your discussions, where did you guys decide you wanted to go?
I'm going to suggest to everybody that it's possible that the equipment that my former party had has been recovered by the hobgoblins that we were fighting in their lair. So I suggest that as a first destination.
I want revenge for Yori's death, so wherever that is.
That's the place.
Okay. All right. So what I would like to do is, if you guys don't have any further questions, is we will take a early break. Well, actually, it's not early. We've been going at it for about an hour, and we'll come back, and we will start with you guys heading off to the caves. Make sure, I mean, if you need to during the break, go ahead and make sure you've added anything that you need to your character sheet. Make sure everything's sorted. If you have any questions, think about what you need to ask, and that way when we get back, we can get right on to it. Sorry, guys. I forgot to turn on. Fuck. God,
Oops.
I got the scenes right to where you could see it, but you couldn't hear us. I'm sorry. That's my fault. And Finial, if you are listening, thank you for the subscription, sir. So yeah, they missed everything since we came back because I didn't unmute me or you guys. All that was happening was the music was muting whenever we were speaking, but they couldn't hear us.
Oh, awesome.
Sorry, guys. It's all my fault.
Sorry.
All right. So, Werner pulled out the black light torch and, or the black flame torch. And that the purple area that you see there, Werner, is what you can see now. The rest of you guys that when you're in it, the non-humans, it doesn't bother your vision. But for you, Werner, the colors kind of fade away when the deeper you go in, and when you get to the point to where there's no light from the sun or other light source, it's black and white. You basically, imagine yourself seeing like the Lord of the Rings when he put on the ring and it was just kind of black and white. That's what this is.
Okay.
Arthanol is high elf, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So Camillus will tell him, look, I'll go right and check around the corner here. He speaks in high elf in Elvish to Arthanol.
All right.
And he moves up to that corner that he can see there.
All right, and you move, and Arthanol moves to the center. And you look around the corner, and it looks empty. Again, the floors are a little cleaner than you would expect. Would have Werner explained what you experienced here before?
Did you guys sweep this dungeon?
No,
It's awful clean.
no, but we did encounter a gelatinous cube, which may have scrubbed the bodies up. We defeated it, we killed it, but it may have cleaned up the place before we got to it.
That's exactly what happened, by the way. All right, so it looks clear to the west, to the southeast.
West.
And Arthanol, when you look to the southeast, you as well. I mean, you can see the tables and a bench and some other things that are small size. They're not human or elf size. They're made for much smaller person. But you don't see anything down there to the southeast.
Where were these hobgoblins?
They were to the west.
West it is.
All right, I'm gonna unlock tokens. I didn't realize I had them locked. So you guys come up. There you go. Did everybody pick up? Let me check myself. Actually, so there's still 2 potions of healing that somebody didn't get. There's also a shield in there. You guys need, whoever is going to use a shield, grab it now, please.
That
Each
was
of
the shield that was
That's my
replaced by
old
the
shield.
+1.
You can just give that away or destroy it.
it's gone. There are 2 people that didn't get potions of healing. Please take one.
Camillus grabbed a potion.
Okay, it looks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Burner,
there we
You
go.
guys got it. Good deal.
Hammond and Arthanol got them. All right.
I didn't get one, but I can heal myself. So.
No, you should have had one.
It was enough for everybody.
There was 5.
I only have one. So.
I have 0. I don't have any.
Did someone get 2?
Someone must have
No.
snagged it.
You drank it already?
Thought it was a beer.
Did
Looks like a
someone?
Guinness.
There you go. Yeah.
You can't.
I have one.
Check your inventory, guys. I can add another one. I mean, I know I put
going
5
forward.
in there.
Yeah,
I
you did,
know.
because
I know.
I grabbed mine when there were 5 in there, and it went to 4.
So I
Yeah.
tried to grab one, and it went to 3, but I didn't get one. So I thought maybe something went wrong, and I grabbed another one. I still only have 1 in my inventory, but there may have been some kind of glitch.
Let me check.
I got 2 longbows again.
Your healing potion turned into a longbow.
They're breeding.
Maybe. Why does the party inventory window not show potions of healing? Oh, well, there's only 4 in the party, so one of them vanished. Somebody drink it, man. Somebody drink it. I will add one more. 1 second. So that the person that didn't get one can have one. There we go. All right. So grab it, drag it, put it in your inventory, please. All right. And also, I need to add, I'll add the item.
You know, Camelus is going to continue to grill Werner. Which direction were these hobgoblins?
Somebody has to take the potion of amber liquid.
Yes, that is was given to Werner. So Werner, you need to take that. That's, remember the thing you talked about that was not easy to get and was super powerful? That's
I
it.
can do this without deleting it.
Hopefully. And it won't have any details or descriptions or anything. That's just something I manually created so you have it, you can track it. All right. There we go. All right. So, where are you guys heading?
Again,
And yes, I agree, Prometheus.
west.
A producer
go
would
straight to the west, all
be
right?
fucking awesome because I get really distracted trying to deal with Twitch half the time. All right. So, you guys are moving west.
I take it we go north here, Werner,
Yes.
since it ends down there. Through the door.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
We'll go up here and listen. I'll listen to that and listen. Is the door open or not?
Door's open. Door's open. The
Are
room
you
is
sure, Werner? There is just a room in here.
No, it's north and then.
There you go. There you go. I don't know if you guys are seeing this on Twitch, but it's flickery. Unity
That
is kind of
wall, that looks
flickery
like
with
a
all this
wall. It's
lighting.
actually a
It's
door.
weird.
You can
Yes.
open mine.
Yeah, that door is open. All right, so we'll stop there. Hold on. 1 second. So when you guys make your way through the supply room that is back here, it doesn't look like it's had much disturbance. You can tell that something went through, and Werner can explain what happened, but the gelatinous cube was devouring all the stuff that was in here. It doesn't look like it's much changed since the last time you were here, Werner. You can see that there is it looks like there was a battle about I'll put Camillus here. Camillus. I'll put Camillus there. You can see that a battle was held, started about here. There's some blood and thing, you can tell that, some brown spots of dried blood are on the floor. There's no bodies here right now, but Werner can explain, where, the position of the things that they ran into before. But right now you don't see anything from where you're at, but based on the information that that you guys had discussed previously, that you're getting close to the area where his party was defeated.
Right. We should go to the end of the hallway and then south, and that will be where the party fought and was defeated.
We have no sneaky types, right? In the party.
Not that I don't think we have any thieves or anything like
Yeah.
that. No.
Rangers, thieves, nothing.
Alrighty, so Camillus moves around a corner.
He'll
Do
look
you
both directions.
1 second. Do you? Because that to me. Where's 18? Why is he not there? There he is. Oh. Oh. Where is this fucker?
I take it we should be seeing some enemies.
Yes and no. Yeah, I set up, preset up some things, and I was having some stuff from last week that I'd set up too that are kind of colliding. But what I'll do is I'll just do this, and that. And now, whenever you peek around the corner, do you see something down at the end?
I do see it.
So you see, yeah. So down there, you see what Werner probably has described to you. If not, it looks like to you like a large goblin, sort of. It's human height and size, but he's kind of leaning back on this bench that's there, and head against the wall. Is just his mouth is open, and you can hear him just snoring loudly.
A hobgoblin. I would think that as an elf, you would know a hobgoblin.
Oh yes, they you know you know that they have an extreme hatred of elves. Elves just kind of think they're. Go ahead, sorry.
Just tell him, everybody, be quiet. He's down there asleep. Maybe he will stay asleep forever. He'll try. I mean, he's not a sneak freak. He'll try to sneak down.
Okay. I will note that Camillus and the rest of you guys recognize that Arthanol cannot sneak. I just want to make sure. I just want to make that apparent because he's wearing plate mail armor.
Exactly. And he
So-
points at Arthur.
Okay. All right. So what I
I'll
would
get in
like.
the right. I'm gonna stay there.
All right. You're gonna try to move there. So do me a favor. Give me a D6 in the tower, please. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks.
Sorry.
I said, you said thanks, Andy. I said, I don't know who he is, but thanks.
Yeah, he was just telling me that everything sounds and looks okay tonight. All right. So you make your way up to that position, and as you get closer, you know the hobgoblin is snoring louder and louder. But you notice to the right another hobgoblin also, but he's laying on a cot and he's asleep, snoring loudly. You can see the door to the southwest is open. You can see another hobgoblin, number 7. He's got his head laying and his arms crossed. He's laying on the table, just snoring. In front of him, it looks like a mug of something, probably of ale that he drank until he passed out.
So, can anybody back there see me? I guess Arthanol can see me.
Let's see. So we've got a couple people moving. Actually, Heyman cannot see from there because the Heyman, you if you are within the purple area, you can see as a human.
I was just moving up with Werner because it looked like he was stepping forward.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't move. That's right. They changed the move speed. Do you guys see it kind of slowly moving?
It is very slow.
it's real
Yeah.
slow.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
slow motion.
Okay.
So he turns around and he makes sure everybody's looking at him, that he can see Corey Blunderbuss there.
Yeah, Corey and Arthanol can see you.
And he holds up 3. There's 3 guys down here, and they're asleep. He kind of does the head over, laying on his hand thing. He kind of points at Arthanol and says to wait, since he's going to sound like a tank moving down the hallway. And if the other guys can sneak, he's going to move on up to Hobgoblin 18 and attempt to gut him, slit his throat, kill him where he sits.
Alrighty. And before you do that, I want to make sure we give the other guys the opportunity. What do the rest of you guys want to do after he passes on that information with hand signals and such? And keep in mind that the only 2 people that can actually see him are Corey and Arthanol.
Yep, I'm just standing waiting for Werner.
I need to cast armor spell on myself.
You can go ahead and do that and assume you did that, before you left. That's a
Yeah, okay.
24-hour thing. So just, yeah.
I just want to move
Me
down
too,
the
then.
hall a little bit where I can get maybe a better shot with my sling.
Okay. Do you want to do you want to move up now or after Camillus acts?
I want to move pretty much right there while he's moving up.
Okay.
Arthanol's just gonna delay until he hears sounds of actual combat.
All right. Okay. So I've given. Sorry. I've given everybody the opportunity to act. Now that now Camillus wants to make his move and attempt to slice the throat of the hobgoblin in his sleep.
Stick him in the eye, whatever. He wants to try to kill him in his sleep.
All right. So what I need you to do is you can do a D10, and what you need to do is since he's asleep, you need to roll a 6 or below, and he will be surprised, and your attack will occur, and he will not wake up. So 6 or below. All right. So he doesn't wake up, and you pull out your sword, and you do whatever it is you do. You describe what you do.
Oh, he's gonna just send the end of his sword through his eye socket.
All right. Stab him in the eye. The other one in the room hears the noise and begins to wake up. The other one in the other room, they're kind of further away. They're not aware of what's going on yet, but you can definitely see that Hobgoblin number 5 is beginning to wake up. So what I would like to do is have everyone that's going to act to roll initiative, please. And what I need to find something other than this music while you guys are doing that.
That's a lot of hobgoblins.
There we go. All right.
Combat track.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there may be more.
How many do you see?
There's a lot in the combat tracker.
How many
All of
do
them
you
in
see?
the world.
Is there more than 5?
It's like 30
Yeah,
years.
there's like
Oh wow! Because you shouldn't. Yeah, I've spawned some stuff in the whole dungeon just to pre-dent it, but you guys shouldn't see it. Let me redo this. Did that change anything?
27.
Did that change anything? Oh wow, that's gonna mess up your whole thing. Yeah, let me nick those because that's gonna make it. It's gonna mess with. I may have some shit that was loaded last week that I didn't clean up. Yeah, let me. God dang it! How do I do this? Well, that's the whole dungeon's worth of hobgoblins, at least in this section. So I'm not gonna remove it because it will mess with all the other stuff. But yeah, I need to fix that, I guess. I didn't know that was showing up. I'm trying to use the active deactive NPC so I can have them preloaded so I can see where they're at. So, but I'm guessing that's not working on your end. I'll have to figure out why. All right, so everybody has rolled initiative, and our first person to go is going to be Werner.
Step around the corner. That's all I know.
Alrighty. So why did your effect leave? What is? I don't think I did.
I clicked cast and then clicked. Oh,
You're the purple is gone. Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's because I copied it. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't turn it to 0. All right, we'll fix that. Where are we at? There we go. There we go. Do you guys? Does everybody see that now? So that was that thing where the aura didn't show before it was an issue with FG was something I did. So they fixed that this week. I was just wondering if it did. All right. So you moved. You can see around the corner. You want to move further south? You can.
Yeah, I
You-
do.
You want to move so you can see Canalus?
Yeah, because
So that far enough, or you want to go further?
Another 5 foot. Thank you.
All righty.
I'm done.
All right. So he's asleep. This guy. Okay. So our hobgoblin in the room next to Camillus. How did I say that? Camillus or Camillus?
Camelus is how I always pronounce that.
Okay. Camillus. So the hobgoblin jumps up, grabs his club, and moves up to Camillus. And since he had to get up, grab his weapon, blah, 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 that's all he can do. And next is Haman. Alright. Let's try it. For the fallen! Go for it. You guys definitely gonna get. God. This is not gonna happen again, man. Not gonna happen.
Oh, man.
No, it's not.
No kidding.
Camillus.
Okay. So did this guy.
Yeah, I will. Let me fix his hit points then. So where's death? Oops, not you. Why did I do that? There we go. No, I hit the wrong guy. Sorry. Lord, why does it keep doing that?
Well, their triplet sister Dory.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. Sorry. I kept clicking the wrong thing.
I'm going to attack Hobgoblin 5.
Go for it.
Man, that's terrible. That is absolutely stupid.
Well, it's not a 1. It's not a 1. It's not a 1. No. All right, so Corey. Corey is moving.
Yeah, I was
Mr. Blunderbuss.
Our blunderbuss, what are you doing?
I only see Hobgoblin 1, right?
Hobgoblin 5. The one in the room.
18 is dead.
Oh, I got
5
it.
is
Okay.
Oh,
Nevin is over there passed out.
that's weird. It does say Hobgoblin 5, but the little number token next to his name.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on with FGU tonight. Yeah, there's one goblin in the room, and it's this one. It's alive.
Gotcha. What's my modifier to take a shot?
You will be at -4 because there's 2 same size creatures in front of me.
Who's shooting this? Corey?
Yep.
Corey Blunderbuss?
He's firing a weapon. Go for it, Corey. Don't roll below a 5.
So is it cover? Should I use
You can
modifier?
just do -4 because that's what it is. You don't have to apply the modifier. And a miss, and you get 2, so you'll go at the end of the round. Arthanol. Oh, okay, yeah. So you won't go. Just remind me when we get to the end. Arthanol, what are you doing, sir?
I obviously hear the sounds of fire.
Yes. Okay. Show me where you want to move. Is that it?
Yeah, I can't actually see the hobgoblin.
Move up.
You see that one? All right. Next is sleep. Next one after that is dead, and then Corey is not doing anything because he moved, and now it is roll initiative time. Yeah, it looks like I have some kind of issue on the client side of them seeing NPCs that aren't actually there. Yeah, just pretend they don't exist, man. Because right now you only see what you see, not what's in the CT. I'm not sure why. Last week I did some stuff where I loaded a bunch and I didn't see them in the map this week, so I assumed they were gone. Maybe they weren't, and that they're ghosting. I don't know. Because right now I also see Hobgoblin 7 and 7, 2 of them. So. Yeah, I shouldn't be there. But in this case, I'm okay with 2 because there's supposed to be more. Yeah, there's definitely something I mucked up last week that I didn't clean up. I should have cleaned it completely before I started, but I didn't because you guys didn't see it. But I'll do it later. All right, looks like everybody's rolled. And our first person to go is Henry. 2 attacks. Yep.
Do I delay?
Yes, we do delays. Something else that I'm going to say, and if you have 3 over 2, just to make life easier, this is going to be a benefit to you guys more than it is to anything else, but it'll make it to where we don't have to remember if this is the first time you swung at a guy or whatever. But even rounds, you get your 2 attack roll. So if you happen to be at the guy's face and it's the first time and it happens to be an even round, you're going to get 2. But if it's not an even round and you've been fighting 2, you're not going to get it. So it just makes it easier in the long term for us to remember. So even rounds, 2. Okay. And this guy's not weak. Burner is casting magic missile.
I am at the Hobgoblin 5. Eyes this Hobgoblin.
Okay. Blast his ass. You might want to target yourself. I did that for you. Now you can get damage. You're good.
I've still only got it.
All right, let me look at your thing real quick. Yeah, this is one of the things that I can't automate as far as giving you more missiles. So what you need to do is actually I can.
Did it twice.
Hold on. Yeah. Do that because it means that you can split them up, which you can by the spell's description. So yeah, I'll just double click it.
Yep, do it twice.
I think the only thing we said was that you have to declare
Right. Oh, took him out.
Look at that!
Hot diggity. Minimum damage.
Yeah, Camelus gives him a big thumbs up.
Alrighty, so Hobgoblin number 7, number 1. And I said that because there's 2. The one that had the head on the table is awakened by the death cry of Hobgoblin number 5/1 and looks up, sees you guys, sees Camelus, and reaches down and grabs its weapon that was on the floor apparently, and it screams, it yells, and it's kind of a female scream. It's not like the male. This guy was a male, but this one in the back is a female, and it kind of lets it scream and jumps up from the table and starts running in direction and gets to the doorway gets to there, and that's as far as she can go. Camelus.
Camelus moves to there and attacks.
Go for it. Why did your guy bounce back? And double.
Oh, I've got another attack.
That's all right. You rolled 6 on both. What was your roll last time? Was it an 8? I think it was an 8.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. It was an 8. All right.
First little character.
No, yeah. So let me look at something. If you guys want to add a reroll, where I know it says fail save. You guys that are watching the stream, if you have the points to add a reroll, I will let it apply for tonight. I may change that permanently, but for tonight, you can buy a reroll for them, and they can use it on attack roll tonight. All right.
And Camelot would love a reroll.
Just saying.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
Know what you mean? All right, Arthanol. Alrighty, there you go. Correct. I also need so there is a thing. When you attack with 2 weapons, you're at -2, -4. Now your dexterity can negate some of that, and what adjusts that is your reaction adjustment. So normally it would be -2, -4. Because of your reaction adjustment, you're now at -1, -3. So there's a weird, and I know this is something we probably should have discussed earlier, but we didn't. So I'm going to add offhand penalty skill, and this is not really a skill. This is just a way to track it. Primary. Let me add it.
Hey, were we still in round
Yeah, this is when Hammond got to attacking.
2? I got another attack.
But you moved. Remember, when you move, that doesn't work. So, yeah, it doesn't work when you move. You only get 1 attack when you move. All right, the offhand penalty. Do it. 1 second. Alright, so what I need to do now is get rid of this extra garbage that I added. And then I need to apply. So what you need to do, God, this is. So we're gonna assume you always do wield for now, and I'm going to apply that to your primary, which is going to be -1. And then your dual wield offhand penalty is going to go to your short sword. And then I'm going to set this to this 1. And you can't see any of this. I'm just walking through, but -3. There we go. And you can negate some of this later on with additional proficiency spent on various things. But for now. So what that does is that changes your longsword to 4 and your offhand to -1. So, as you are dual wielding, yes, that is your attack kind of sequence. Oh yeah, nice.
Got him. Got him, Arsenal.
Oh, certainly does. Right off the bat. Don't even get your second swing, so. All right, Corey, what are you doing?
Is that a bench?
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
gonna get on the bench and I'm just gonna put my sledge.
All right, right now, I don't think you can see anything. No. Haymond. Haymon.
Amon.
Hey, Mon. Hey, Mon. Is he
Okay.
an herbalist?
Is that as far as you want to go?
That's it.
Yeah, because you can't see. Yeah, I understand. All right. All right, roll for initiative.
And then when dual wielding, I just roll longsword.
Right, the slowest one. So it looks like Andy has granted a re-roll. He didn't specify who, so the first person that wants to claim it will get to use it. So you guys need to remember that. I won't.
Thanks, Andy. Much appreciated because we roll like ass.
All right, Werner. Moving forward.
Make sure.
Is that good where you want to go?
Yep. Good.
And Camelus. How you doing,
Yeah,
sir?
let's let everybody know. Hey, there's another hobgoblin down here. We're gonna move on down here and kick its ass.
All right, it looks like he is asleep in the bed. He has not woken up and has not gotten up.
Well,
So-
he's gonna move down there. He's not. Oh, look, there's another one.
Give me a D10, please.
Tower.
No, out in the open. You need to roll a 4 or below, and he does not wake up. Yeah, so technically you aren't in combat because nobody is awake. 7 is also asleep. So you stab him. How do you kill him?
I just slit his throat.
Slide your blade.
Yeah, kill me.
Across his throat.
Yeah, just slide it across.
Spins around when you're done looking at Hobgoblin number 7.
Yep.
Give me a D10 for him.
Oh, he
Oh.
wakes up.
Yeah, he's definitely waking up when we get to
In
him.
fact, Camelus probably yells at him, "Wake up! Wake up, little dog!"
All right, let's see. Next is Heyman. Heyman.
Hey, bud. So I'll move through here. Kind of a light here. So step up to here.
No, I mean, if you were using the light itself, it would be very limited in what you could see, but yeah.
Alright, stay defensive.
All right, Arthanol.
I'm gonna charge hobgoblins.
Okay, so you've already charged once. You can only charge every 9 rounds, so you can close and make a single attack against it
There you go.
because you're only 15 feet away, or something like that. So, all right, make your single primary attack on it. Ooh, 19.
Very nice.
Nice.
Way to
Decent
represent those elves.
Oh,
Good
he does not
man.
even get up.
Whoa.
Okay, well, Corey. What's Corey want to do? You want to climb up on the table? Because it's a pretty tall table. All right, give me. All right, you get to there. You see no living creatures. In fact, I should stop that.
Quiet.
Yeah, all you hear is the dripping of blood from the hobgoblin that was his throat was sliced on the bed. The blood is just kind of pooling up and just drip, drip, drip.
I guess we kind of need to check and see what these guys have and probably grab some ears.
You can certainly do that. 1 second. Let me bring up the party sheet so I can throw some things in there. So you guys collect all the coins from all the hobgoblins. They all had short swords. If you want to have some kind of poorly made short swords, they're functional, but they're not as good a quality as the ones that you guys get from the blacksmith at the keep. One of the guys, one of the hobgoblins has a gem studded belt.
He's rich.
Yeah. But the coins you collect from all of them is 6 platinum, 59 gold, 2 electrum, 2 silver, 2 copper. And I've put that in the party sheet. I'm
They
going to go ahead
actually
and...
have platinum.
Somebody did. The guy with the belt, the gem-studded belt did. So I've dispersed that. The belt itself, you guys can decide who gets that. And I'm going to remove this.
Personally, I would think Werner because, you know, he watched his entire party die.
It was
Yeah, it was brutal.
horrible. It was horrible. I had 1 hit point, not 3 when I left. 1 hit point.
That's right.
It was bad. Very bad. Go ahead and take that art object, which I guess is the belt.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you are collecting ears, there were 5 hobgoblins.
I'll take care. Who wants to take care of the ears?
I'll write them down.
Arthanol can cut ears off.
Okay. You track them.
I'm
All right,
gonna
so-
that door.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move up there with Mr. Blunderbuss.
So 1 second, I'm going to unlock the map. I'm also going to do something to clear up our previous problems. So I'm going to remove everybody from the combat tracker, clear out all the garbage, and put you back. So remember where you are. I will try to remember where you are, and I will place you back. 1 second. As we wait for Fancy Grounds, there we go. All right, now party sheet. Put you back. I need Werner. You need to reapply the armor spell to yourself, please.
Will do.
And I'm going to do a couple other things while you guys are doing that. We'll do the rest later, so we can get going now. But that there, boom, perfect. Yeah, it was all last week nonsense.
And I concur, last week was complete nonsense.
Yes.
Sorry.
Is the rolling that was not nonsense?
Oh, it was horrid. Man.
Yeah, it was a lot of bad luck.
No, sorry, I'm
Dice
cleaning up.
gods were
Everything went
angry.
dark.
All right, I don't remember where everybody was
It's all right.
exactly. So put yourself where you were at. Yeah, I'm gonna fix the
I don't have the map
effect.
up yet.
Purple.
It's a blank black screen with my token on it.
It's dark.
what I
And
see.
now it's purple, and I'm scared.
You can't see anything? I just removed you and re-added you to the map.
All I see is purple.
All I see is my token on a black field.
Move a
see
little
the-
bit. You just got to move your
Yeah,
token a
just
little.
touch your token.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Click on it. Yeah, there you go. All right.
I was down here. I was a little further south.
I just
so-
moved myself to where I was.
All right. So
And-
Corey moves to the door to examine it. Camillus is collecting ears and coins. What I'd like to do is I'm gonna be a little more breaky tonight. So I want to take another break. And we'll come back at 10:40. So I've brought us back on the stream so you guys can see us. You guys should be able to hear us, but I'm still waiting for a couple of guys. But I just didn't want to mess up like I did last time. So. Yeah, I've got everything turned on. I didn't want to get a what generally happens is I get in a rush and I don't do all the button pushing that I'm supposed to. So I figured I'd do it now. So we still got 2 minutes for a break, but yeah, I just want to make sure it wasn't messed up. And those of you watching stream may notice that I've preloaded some monsters now, but they don't show in the CT. And trying to work on the active deactive tokens so I can figure out what's going on. They were saying they could see stuff from last week that I deleted. I thought I did, and so I need to check once we get back. But basically, I like having them set up like this so that I can see what's in the next room. Have them come in if I think the noise is loud enough, that sort of thing. But the way you would do that is you'd click the selector mode, select all the tokens, click the green check, and what that would do is then it would then put them all in the CT, the ones you selected. And right now they're invisible, so they can't see them. But at that point, then you can actually use them and they get initiative and that sort of thing. But we'll take them out. So, can any of you guys see any monsters in the CT now? It's all clear?
I see none. Just us.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
okay. Alright, let's do a ready check to see who's back. I think everybody's here, but oops. That's what I thought. Alrighty. So what we'll do is we'll stop that, do that. There we go. So we are officially back. Corey was checking out the door. What were you doing at the door, Corey?
If I hear anything on the inside.
Seeing if you hear anything on this side. Give me a percentile on the tower, please. All right. You do not hear anything on the other side of the door. What are the rest of you guys doing while he's kind of listening at the door?
So we fought in this room
Mm-hmm.
game time several days ago, right?
Correct. About 5 days.
Is there any evidence of that fight?
Well, you can certainly see blood stains, but there's no bodies laying in the room.
Right, okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm looking around at that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Do we need to check out the rest of this room? See what all's in here? I'm asking Werner.
Yeah.
So you did not get to look through this room.
No, this is where we fought.
And Corey, if you would like for me to guard that door, you search the room, I certainly
Okay.
will do that.
Let me go down here and search this stuff for the fireplace.
I cannot move my character, Mike.
I can't help you with that.
It won't let me grab it.
I don't know what to tell you. I can move it. So, who is searching the room?
weird.
What are you looking at?
Down here in this corner, look at the fireplace and stuff.
Okay. So the room itself is crowded with furniture and a bunch of, looks like just junk. You know, it looks like they've been collecting things that the goblins had stole, and they just kind of started piling them up in the room. Other than like it looks like a nice bed. But the guy that you slit the throat looks to be, maybe he was more of a higher ranking hobgoblin than the rest, the guy that was in the bed. But he's also the one that had the gem encrusted sort of belt. Next to that bed is a, let's see, what do they call it? An iron box.
Mike, I'm going to exit and try to reload.
Okay.
I'll look at the box.
It looks like almost a large toolbox. There's no lock on it or anything.
No lock. Okay, I'll
Nope.
open it.
You open it up. Inside is a pile of mangy furs.
Hooray! I'll dump that out on the ground, see if there's anything else.
It doesn't appear to be. It looks like just some old mangy furs that maybe some guy was collecting for whatever reason.
I don't. There's no value in mangy furs, is there? It doesn't sound like it.
They're not. You know, if they were in top quality, they probably would be worth something. But they're mangy. They've been worn out and used probably for years and years. So a lot of the hair and the fur that has been worn off.
And there's nothing else. There's no coins hitting it or anything.
Nope, no coins in the bottom of the iron box.
Move on.
All right, what do the rest of you guys do while he's searching the iron box?
How about-
Camillus will certainly continue to listen at the door and see if he hears anything moving up.
Okay.
What about this door that I just moved Werner next to?
That's the
That's
one
the one
that
I listened at.
Corey
Am I
listened
listening
at.
to?
Yeah, he didn't hear anything there.
That doesn't mean there's not 20 friggin' hobgoblins in there. It just means I didn't hear 'em.
Yeah, this is another room we opened up and fought over. I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. Did it show up? I hope it did, because I can't ever tell. You
No,
guys
I
have to
can't-
tell me.
I can't see anything new in that room. There, it's just a little 10 by 10 room.
Yep.
Like that. What's
With
it?
another door. All right. What are Haemon and Arthanol doing?
Well, just staying in here near wherever Werner goes.
Okay. So Werner's.
He's the light of my life, so
Arthanol's standing. Arthanol's standing
Nice.
right in this, right behind this open doorway, to see if, just in case anybody comes walking down that hallway or whatever.
Okay.
Mike,
Okay.
when we came through that room to the north, this one here,
Yeah.
was the door to the south open?
No.
Okay. Camillus will listen at this door and see if he hears anything on the other side.
Okay. Percentile on the tower, please. Also, I want to mention, just as a method to keep track of rerolls, I've put an object in the inventory called reroll. There's 2 of them right now. Don't drag them and move them anywhere. Just when you use them, we'll reduce the number. When there's none left, we'll
Gotcha.
delete them.
We have 2 now?
Yep. Somebody did one while we were on break.
Nice.
Nice. Whoever that was,
Thank you.
very much. We will need it. Because again, we roll like ass.
It was Prometheus that did the other one.
Thank you, Prometheus.
Bad News Bears
Thank
of
you, Prometheus.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
You do not hear anything on this side of that door.
Camillus will open that door.
Can you wiggle yourself?
I'm trying to. I think
Does
I'm
it-
getting a little lag on my side.
Can you guys see through that now?
I cannot. And I'm
Werner?
moving a little bit.
No, I can't.
Vern-
Let me move myself. See.
Okay, I see through it now, Mike. Again, I'm getting a little lag on my side, so
Yeah, I can see through it now.
Yeah, I moved Werner. I'm just trying to figure out what is required to let you guys see through it. Because to me, you guys still can't see.
I motion back to him. Come on in. There's nobody in here. There's no dogs here.
Nope.
No dog food. We'll look around.
I'm gonna open the door to the north.
It's closed, open now. Yeah, open now. It's weird because now when I toggle it, I see it closing and opening, but the doors that we've opened tonight don't. I wonder if it has to be loaded for that. Yeah, I think I know what the problem is. Or at least I can report the problem, what it's doing. Alrighty, gents. It looks like another sleeping room. No, nobody's in here.
Camillus will look around.
Okay.
See if he finds anything in the beds.
Look in this barrel.
The barrel itself looks like it's full of water. Doesn't look too clean. Little hair floating at the top, but
Gross.
drinkable. There's the beds themselves smell like wet hobgoblins, but nothing in them.
We'll look for some secret doors on this wall over here.
Corias, give me a D6 in the tower, please.
Mike, I guess that door to the north is not open because I cannot move past it.
It's open. You rolled. Oh, yeah, you rolled a 1. All right, so looking in this direction, right there, you find what appears to be a secret passageway.
Nice. I walked right past it. Walked right past it and didn't see it.
Awesome.
Yeah, you did. Looks
Hey
like
guys, I found something over here.
Very good, Blunderbuss.
Andy Griffith has given you guys another reroll.
Nice, Andy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Andy.
Again,
So
whenever we fight more hobgoblins, we'll need it.
The door is open. You can see a 20-foot passage that leads on and ends in a wall.
Well, he will. Camillus will certainly look there. He's kind of suspicious as there's just a wall.
You and Camillus both can see that this is the backside of another secret doorway into some other area of the caverns.
Well, we'll take a listen, see if we can hear anything beyond it.
Percent on the tower, please. So you can't hear any voices, but you do hear the sound every now and then, a sharp sound of like a metal clink.
All right, I will pass that on to the party. Go ahead and see if I can open this door.
Ready, my sling.
Alrighty, let me. Can you see through the doorway now?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
that
worked.
worked
Okay.
fantastic.
Yeah, it worked because I know how to do it now. I have to wiggle you every single time I open a door and then wiggle somebody, and yeah, it's irritation.
Oh, and now
Yeah.
all the
Don't move in. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I was not finished. I was loading
Okay,
the
sorry.
monsters. Yeah, so I need to let me lock the thing, and I need one of you, and since Camillus, you were the first one that walked in, give me a D10 out in the open, please. So it looks like these guys were either sharpening blades or cleaning, oiling something. Various things in this room. You can tell that it looks like it's like their armory. They were all working on various things, but when the door opened, they all looked up. They were not surprised. That's what your D10 roll is for? No, they weren't either. So what?
Food, not
Yeah. Everybody needs to roll initiative, please. 3 of you guys use black dice.
I'll change that. I'll change it.
It should stay. It's supposed to.
It does not.
It's supposed to. Burner, what are you doing, sir? Alrighty.
Damn hobgoblins.
2d4 first. 2 hit dice worth. So
Dog shit.
target 1, the one you wanted to center on. Alright, so I'm gonna target. So the first 2 in the front are the ones that I'm targeting. So go ahead and cast and then hit the effect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it didn't target the ones I wanted it to. So I need you to do the effect again, please. There we go. Alright. So 2 of them immediately just collapse to the ground and you hear them snoring. Alright, number 4. This guy is sleeping. And Arthanol, what are you doing, sir? Alrighty, so I'll move you into the very first one you see, which is this one right here. Go ahead and just do, it's gonna be an automatic crit. What is that? There's like a button to do that. Hold the shift key down while dragging and dropping your damage on them. Yeah, that's it. Shift while dragging and dropping.
Okay.
Automatically crits. Yeah. Alright, so he steps in and just shoves his longsword straight to the thing's chest, kills it.
Very
Camelus.
good. So you can see which ones went to sleep. Is that right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They immediately just collapse to the ground. All the rest.
They're all awake.
No, the 2 in front. That
I
one.
want to go. He wants to go to the ones that are awake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All those are. Yeah.
He'll move up to
All right, go for it. That looks like a hit. Ooh.
Slice!
Smooth takeout. And this one is awake. He is going to. Oh yeah, he sees. Oh, we need to lock tokens. There we go.
He's got 2 elements.
Yeah. He's going to run straight to here and immediately attack Arthur. Oh, and he misses. That one is asleep. Hey, Mon.
Come in here. I'm gonna go miss this hobgoblin over here.
All right.
Oh, man.
Hey, we got rerolls, man. We got rerolls.
You got 3 rerolls, dude.
Yeah. One reroll on a roll, but yeah, I won't let you reroll 3 times on one roll. Just FYI. Oh, don't need it. No. Yeah, look at that. 16.
Oh, whoop his ass. Oh, look at that.
Oh, took him out. One swing. All right. And Corey.
Trash.
Move it up.
2. And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, get my.
Roll for initiative. Man, my dice are floating. Are you guys floating dice?
Yeah.
Like some latency, I think. Could be my connection at home, I guess. It looks like everybody's rolling.
It's kind of strange here.
All right, Werner.
All right. I'm going to move into the room. Everybody can see.
Is that where you want to go?
That looks it.
All right. Earth and all. You've got one living hobgoblin in the room. He is sleeping at the south end. Alrighty, same thing you did before. Use your shift key and drag damage because actually you are actually not in combat technically because there is nothing awake to make this an encounter. So you can finish him off in any way you feel like. All right, so you guys take stock. What's in the room? You can see there's suits of armor, various sizes, dwarf, male, elf, leather, chain, other things. Lots of shields, daggers, a battle axe, some maces, some swords, some bows, and a longbow. Looks like maybe it was an elf bow. Looks like maybe it was a bow made by elves. Some crossbows, some arrows, some bolts, some spears, some pole arms, and helmets of varying sizes and shapes.
If nobody else takes it, Camillus will certainly rescue that elven longbow just to get it out of these nasty dogs' hands.
I think we should just kind of maybe. I think I'll just go through it. Arth and I'll go through and just see if there's anything that looks like it's higher quality. Otherwise, I'm not.
That elven bow is of finest quality.
Of course, yeah.
Well,
I'm saying-
obviously.
Yes.
I'm saying the other stuff.
Nothing looks like it's out of the ordinary as far as well made or anything. They all look like they're of functional quality, at least on par with what you've been able to purchase at the keep. But there's a lot of them.
And I guess we need to get ears as well.
Yeah, there are 4 of them.
Werner, were you tracking that?
We had
I think Arthanol was.
We had 5 before.
So
We've
add
got.
4.
We should have 9 total.
okay. Who's writing it down?
I am.
Okay.
I'm just not tracking it on my sheet.
Okay.
So you collect the ears.
Let me
You
put an inventory item. I'll collect the ears then.
okay.
I'll put it in my inventory.
And you collect the ears. You search their pouches. You found 12 electrum and 8 silver on those guys. And then
You said there
Go
was a
ahead.
whole bunch of stuff here that was just of about the same quality as in town.
yeah, I mean it's at least a good that quality level. Yeah. We're talking a lot of arrows, some swords, some axes, 2 suits of chainmail, 6 heavy crossbows, 7 light crossbows, 6 daggers,
Yeah.
42 helms, 7 suits of leather armor, 1 longsword, 4 maces, 2 suits of plate mail, elf and dwarf, human and dwarf, 19 pole arms, heavy quarrels, light quarrels, 11 shields, short bow, and 50 some odd spears.
I would think we would, the town would appreciate this stuff, but I don't think we have any way to get it back right now.
We know it's here. We can come back
Yeah.
for it another time. Bring people here to claim it. Does this look like a mishmash of stuff that they've claimed off adventurers over the months and years?
This particular stuff, no, it does not.
Does it look like it was? It doesn't look like it was captured off of people. It looks like it was made here, or it was made.
Definitely not made here. Definitely not made here. And it doesn't, I mean, the stuff that you've seen previously, the equipment that these guys have used doesn't look like it's of this quality. So you can assume what you want, but you can tell that it wasn't made by them.
What are the hobgoblins doing with a cache of human and basically demi-human weapons?
They're jackals, man.
Armor.
They're stealing this stuff.
Is somebody stashing this stuff here? In preparation for something else? Sorry, I've got insurrection on my mind.
Maybe the hobgoblins are interspecies arms dealers.
You
Could
never
be.
know.
Maybe
They're
there's something on the
arriving.
other side of that door that uses it.
And Camillus is going to move up here and listen to see if he can hear anything beyond this door.
Okay. Percentile on the tower, please.
Percentile.
Yep. Discord is reconnecting.
Yes.
So is
must
it
be,
Discord? Everything is
it-
having issues tonight?
It's been a little laggy on my end for everything. I've heard a few of you folks sound like Daleks.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So you do not hear anything on the other side of that door,
Okay.
Camillus. You guys have
So,
collected your ears and collected your belt pouch contents. You've made an inventory of the items, and okay, so that's where you're at.
I tell everybody, get their attention that I'm fixing to open this door. Yeah, that's a totally southern thing. Fixing to.
I think
Try
it's
fin to.
American.
Try fin to.
Yeah.
That's
About to is
real country.
other folks say. Fixing to.
I'm fin to go in over here.
Finda. Finda. Exactly. Finda. Finda.
That's a real country.
So, Camillus opens the door.
All right. You open the door. See a hallway leads off to the east a little bit, and then jumps
He looks
off to
at
the
Arthur
south and
and
east.
Wait right here for a second. You kind of clank a little bit.
Got it.
All right, give me a D10 in the tower, please, Camillus.
Right?
Okay.
Nothing.
As you are moving forward, you hear some voices off to the east somewhere. And as you're moving in, they kind of, what languages do you speak?
He speaks. Hold on one second. Common, Elvish, Goblin, and Orcish.
So you hear voices of, in Goblinish.
Okay.
That you don't know what they were speaking about as you were approaching, but as when you got closer, the talking almost immediately stopped, and you hear one of them say "quiet," and then that's when the sound stops.
All right. So they probably can't. What's his intelligence? It's high enough. He probably figures, all right, they heard me. So he'll back up just behind this corner. Could I tell how many voices were there were?
No, it was more than one.
Just
less than 100.
Kind of look at them. More hobgoblins this way. Come on up. They've heard us. He's a little brazen. Don't worry about being quiet, Arthanol. They know we're here. He speaks in Elvish, so that might egg them on.
All right.
I can't move you guys. You guys can't auto move through a door. I have to drag you through the damn door.
It is weird.
Yeah, it's not. It's the line of sight and stuff. It's blocking. I don't know why.
Do we need to roll initiative?
No, you haven't seen anything yet. In fact, it's been deadly quiet.
Well, our tokens are locked. That's why I ask.
No.
Let's see around the corner.
As soon as you peek around the corner, the hobgoblin that was waiting there, this guy, the one that you can see,
Yep. Hobgoblin
shoots
5.
shoots at you with a crossbow that he has in his hand. And he misses. Ooh, a 15.
Dogs
yeah, you-
can't shoot crossbows.
It's not a dog, it's a goblin. Moles are dogs. Alright, so he was holding his action until then, so now everybody can roll initiative, please. Alright, looks like everybody has rolled, and our first person to go is going to be Hyman.
Get him, Haymon.
Not Hyman.
Bust through there, Hyman.
Yeah.
Phrasing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Still doing the phrasing thing?
Yeah. I can only move this far.
Okay. Archibald.
Would they have not heard the crossbow bolt whiz by?
Is there a reason you want them to hear it? I mean, they know something's going on.
I'm sure they would have heard the thing miss me and cheat.
Yeah. I mean, they're aware that something's going on. They don't know what's around the corner, if that's what you mean. It's not a completely silent fight. No, I'm assuming they know that there's a fight starting. He's stopping there because he can't see beyond the purple light, so if that's what you mean. Yeah, you guys, when you move, you can't nick the corners either. Like, so when you tried to move straight through that corner, it won't let you. You have to go, and then otherwise I have to manually move you.
Just know there's some lag.
One second, please. Archibald, do you see what you see? I guess you didn't see anything yet. Yeah, you're too far around the corner. If you want to actually see something, you'll need to be in front of it. But I'm assuming that was intentional. Gotcha. Alrighty, Werner.
Okay.
Alright, perfect move, perfect move. Anything else? And nobody has a bag of holding, Prometheus.
I'm keeping the life source up where
Alright.
Simon.
Alright. So this guy saw Arthanol run across, and all he saw was pointy ears. So he is gonna jump up out of his chair, and he wasn't in his chair actually because they heard you do this. So he's running up in this direction, shoot, and ends up right there, and he gets a single attack against Arthur. No. If you're wanting a free attack, well, he could have went this way. I just moved him there because it was quicker.
But he didn't.
And he missed. I will give you guys your opportunity attacks when you can get them. But this guy comes around the corner, sees you, and immediately stops, turns, and swings at you with his short sword. And misses. This guy steps in front of Hobgoblin number 5, takes stock of the situation, sees Camillus, and launches one attack at you with his heavy crossbow. And misses. And next is Camillus.
Oh, there's a guy right here.
Yep. Oh, that was a 19. Come on.
I'm using a reroll and using a reroll.
Okay, I'll mark it off. That was a 19, damn it. I thought it stopped on a 19.
Oh, that's even worse. I give up. I give up. First time here, stop. Move on to the next guy.
All right, Corey.
Move on.
Half your move, yes, and you get a single attack at the end of it. Or, yes, half. You get one attack.
Hey, Mike, what weapon is Hobgoblin 7?
They're all using short swords, except for the guys in the back using crossbows. Corey, where you want to move, man?
So I can move 30?
30 feet, yeah.
Get him, buddy.
Yeah. Go for it. Why did it stop and go back there? I just manually moved you where you had your token set to. Well, that's a mess. We done? Alright, Hobgoblin number 5. Let's loose with another shot at Camillus. He misses. And this guy. Moves up in the air. And roll for initiative, please.
Nice.
Burner.
Okay, roll 1. Sorry. But there it is.
Camillus.
Camillus is casting sleep. Hobgoblin 21 is going to be the initial target.
2d4. Alright, now target the one you want to cast it on and go ahead and click the cast button.
Is it going to be like, it's like so many hit dice, right? Is it around them?
Don't target any more than that. I just need to know where you just click the cast button because there's no save. Just so the spell slot is used. And now apply the effect. It affects a certain amount of hit dice. So you see the two in front of you drop to the ground. There's one around the corner I don't know if you can see. but it affected him. But you are done.
Yep.
And Burner.
Okay, I am going to cast Flaming Sphere.
I need to do something for this. Where is the... I used to have one of these. Damn it.
Threw it away, didn't you?
I may have. You know me, I just like, I don't clean anything up, and then about, 10 years after I've had it for 10 years and not used it, I use it. Or I don't, you don't use it, throw it away, and then I need it the fucking next day.
Yep.
Oh, this will work. So you want it under which one?
17.
And he is here. I'm gonna write on it. So we can see it. Actually, let me just make this thing bigger if it'll let me. There. So now you can see it. All right. You need to. I assume you need to do a save or a no save and just do damage. I don't know the stats of flame sphere, so you'll have to just target the guy and do what you need to.
Save versus spell or suffer 2d4 points of fire.
And then target him and make him save. If you can't target him because I dropped that other token on top of him for the sphere, select him in the combat tracker.
Yeah, I got it targeted.
Okay. Yeah, just make him save, and then click the damage button after that. Oh wow, he saved. But does he take any damage or just half?
No, negative.
Oh wow, so no damage at all. At all? Okay.
This round.
Okay, yeah, that's what I just thought that they took some damage even if they did save because they're within space of it.
He was right on it.
Those within 5 feet of the sphere's surface must also save or suffer 1d4 points.
Oh.
That's the other effect on the sphere.
So he's also that sphere is also within Arthanon and Corey.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so you need to untarget. Yeah, untarget the hobgoblin and target them. And make them do the save thing. And of course, neither one of those saved.
Of course.
Even with the bonus there.
You can re-roll that, right?
Yeah, you can. But that's 2 re-rolls because that's 2 characters. But yeah, you can use, let me go into the party sheet check. Yep, there's 2 left. If you want to use them both, you can click it again and make them save again. All right.
Again, make them save again.
Yep, go for it.
There you go.
Two fails again. All right, so click the damage button.
Here we go. One damage.
Oh wow, yeah, nothing at all. All right, so we can move on to the next. Arthanol, your eyebrows were singed. The hobgoblin is standing, almost in the center of a sphere that is burning, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him just yet. Go for it. You control left click on him, or you drag and drop your dice on him. Man, that dice roll was so hinky. What is going on? But it hit. But it hit.
I tried to on the map times, but I finally just dropped it.
Yeah, I think it's because the sphere token was in the way. Yeah, I just moved it. But we'll just assume it's on him right now. Oh, max damage. Well, unless the dice fly around. Okay. Oh, yep. There it went. Arthanol just reaches in with his long sword through the flames, stabs the thing, pulls it back, and it collapses. And as it does, you can see the flames begin to engulf and incinerate the hobgoblin, searing its flesh. Smell of burning here. All right. This guy is going to shoot another crossbow bolt at Camillus and miss. This guy is going to continue swinging. Oh yeah, he is. So he missed him. Yeah. The one in front of him is not asleep, and he misses. I want to say Santana, but it's not Santana. It's Hyman.
Hyman. I'm not moving past the flaming sphere. I can't anyways. Step up to right here.
Okay. Yeah, you can see that Camillus has got one in front of him. Corey. Where?
There.
Sure. Give me a save versus spells first. Werner, I need you to fire damage him again, please.
Fire damage to
Corey.
just Corey.
Yep. Yeah, he just walks right into the fire after walking out of it again. Before you do that, do you want to you want to change your move, Corey, based on knowing that you're gonna basically you're stepping into the heat of the flaming sphere. You're not in the center of it, but it's enough to damage you. It's burning your skin and hair and sort of things.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put you there. And 21 is asleep. 11 is asleep. And that's the end of the round. Roll initiative. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Prometheus, I know, Andy has added another one. You know, there's a certain limit. There is a certain limit of how often and how many you can do. And these guys are just, they keep sending as soon as they come up. So there is another reroll if you need it. Everybody's rolled initiative but Arthanol. Technically, your patron is Charles. All right, Werner. What are you doing, sir?
Alright, I'm gonna roll the I'm gonna roll it down over Hobgoblin. I'm gonna move it straight south of Hobgoblin.
All right.
7 has to save, right? Because it goes by him.
So do the 7 first. Do the 7 first.
Just 7 targets.
You do. And make him save. And if he doesn't do the damage. Doesn't look like it did. So do the 5-foot range damage. And then after you're done with that, target 21 and do the same thing, but do the, standing on him. Actually, don't roll a save for him because he automatically fails because he's asleep. Just do the damage for the spear being right on him. Alright, so that does wake him up. That is 21. I'm going to move that sleep effect. Alright, target him and do the same thing you did for 7. He saves. Alright. 7 is going to continue swinging at Camillus. Oh, they can't hit you. And number 5 is asleep. Hyman. You changing your name?
That's not any better.
Hey, man.
He-Man.
D-man.
I'll move that out of the way.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's it. Ooh, it takes him out.
I got it here. I did say I was the greatest valley.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, do you, what kind of weapons do you use? Long swords? You're a
Use
swashbuckler?
longsword. That's right.
Oh. Alrighty. 21 is awake and on fire and not happy. He's gonna run out of the sphere and attack the first thing he sees, which is it's gonna be He-Man. Hammond?
Heyman.
What it? Hey man. Heyman?
Heyman Bavarian.
Heyman. All right, and he misses. And as he should, because his eyebrows, and he's just completely incinerated. Number 11 is asleep. Camille. Cam.
All right. Got me targeted. I can't reach 21 from here, can I? I gotta step forward.
Yep. I'll move the body, and you can step right there.
All right, and I will attack Hobgoblin 21.
Go for it. Yeah, and I want to mention I spoke to the guys after we finished about some of the things that I did early on in the game, where I was having you guys deal. You know, you guys were on bodies and junk, and it was something that we did on the first game, but I'm not going to do that anymore.
Hey, greatest minimum damage killed him.
But the whole body's been in the way and causing some negative effects. It's a headache for me, a headache for you guys, and I don't want to deal with it. So I haven't used it since the first night that we played, which was like 2 months ago. But I would just want to reiterate, I don't do that anymore, just so you know. Arthanol. Actually, what we can do is we can do this and do this and do this.
They're asleep.
Yep.
Camillus will move to where this dude is here and just stab him in the face. Until he's
Well,
dead.
I'm gonna let Arthanol go because it was his turn. So what do you want to do, Arthanol? 11 and 5 are both asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna step up here and stab number 5.
You take him out. No need to roll any kind of... Well, I need to stop killing you guys. God dang it. Where is he?
But he's alive again.
There we go. Sorry, I keep clicking on the guy and not clicking on the guy.
It's all just a hallucination for her.
Yeah, he's just having...
That's party.
He's got PTSD, man.
That's right.
Alrighty, so the next person would have been a new round, so We'll roll it back to the top person, which would have been Werner. What did you want to do, Werner? Got one guy left asleep.
I'm going to dispel the fireball, the
Flaming sphere. Okay.
and move so that I can keep Heyman in the light.
Okay. So about there, look good. Oops.
Sorry. Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
In the unlight. That's good.
Okay. And now, hey man, what are you doing, sir?
Guess I try to get up. It's pretty crowded up there. I'll just
Yeah, but keep in mind, there's no combat actually going on, and you know the people you're moving through are your party members. So.
Is 11 down there dead?
No, they're all. He's asleep. The only that's why combat music stopped and the encounter
Oh, I
ended.
got you. I'm just gonna stay back here and make sure no one comes up from behind us.
Okay. And the next one would have been Corey. What are you doing, sir?
Gonna go bash the hobgoblin that's asleep.
Crack him in the skull. All right. You move in, and let's see if I can target this without killing any of you guys. Look at that. He did it. All right. So you crash the skull in of the hobgoblin. The last of them is dead. You guys, Werner, you're looking around in the room. You can see on the table some familiar equipment. Looks like armor from your friends, maybe some of their backpack contents, cloaks, various other pieces of things are laying there. Looks like they were dividing, the spoils between themselves as you guys were coming into this area. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave it there, and you guys, when we come back next week, you can resolve what you want to do.